Fear is like an unpredictable sea. At times you can tame it. Yet other times, it leads you right into the heart of the storm. Helen, the wife of the king of Sparta, Menelaus, was kidnapped. The princes of Troy, who violated the sacred principle of hospitality, are at fault. The storm they unleashed was soon to sweep through the whole of Greece. With wind in their sails, to the beat of the war drums, the sons of Greece set sail, hungry for justice and glory, ready to restore honor and to punish the bold Trojans. And among them, Achilles, a fearless warrior whose mere presence filled hearts with courage. A hero of 100 battles. But this time, even he did not believe in an easy victory. The Trojans made sure of that. A fiery blaze illuminated the night sky, bringing death and destruction. Fear looked the Greeks in the eyes. Trapped in the unrelenting grip of the elements, they had to overcome their fright. Suddenly, one of the boats broke free from the hellish turmoil. Achilles, with Myrmidons at his side, fought his way to the shore. If only he could recapture Helen, the war would be at its end. At least that's what he still believed back then.
Myrmidons, my brothers in arms! We did not fight through the storm and flames to perish in this wretched sun. We have come here to win, and we shall win when we recapture Helen from the enemy's grasp. Many armies have fallen before these walls. Look for their weak points and for passages. That is how we shall try to get inside. Cast away your fear and fight bravely. And when the battle's dust settles, the glory of true heroes shall await you. To Troy! Ah!
If I could attract the Trojans' attention, it would give my men time to find a passage inside. I will challenge their commander, and if he is in his right mind, maybe I could convince him to give up Helen. I just need to get to the gate. Myrmidons fight fiercely, but even they cannot endlessly withstand such a numerous enemy.
You must be a fool to come here alone. Is it death you seek, Achilles? Or maybe you want to beg for mercy?
Hector, I suggest an honest duel. The victor shall decide Helen's fate and put this war to an end.
Helen is under Paris's protection.
Are you and your brother ready to sacrifice the lives of your men for her? When the rest of the fleet gets here, hundreds will die on both sides. Why must anyone else die when the commanders can put an end to further bloodshed with one duel?
You seek an honorable solution? But there is nothing honorable about war. It's messy and brutal, and history is written by the victors. Archers, on my mark!
Commander! I have found a way to the city, not far from here, in a rock cleft. Son of a bitch ambushed me.
Your sacrifice shall save thousands. After the battle, we will raise our cups in your name. Rest in peace, soldier. Your deeds shall never be forgotten. I think I found the passage. This will have to do. The defenders prepared for a frontal attack, but they did not consider this narrow passage. An entire army would not be able to get through it, but a small unit could slip through and divert attention. I'm close.
Enough of this madness, Paris. Release Helen.
Madness? Look beyond the walls.
You
think besides I can't. Helen knows the truth. If she returns to that monster, he will kill her.
Too many people have died because of her. This war ends right here, right now.
I'd rather die than give her up.
moment longer. Not yet. A moment longer. A moment longer.
I thought I was a step away from ending this war. Doubt, however, struck first. Unexpectedly, it overpowered me. I could feel my strength waning with each moment, and the cold grip of fear taking away my will to fight. Before I regained my composure, I was in the clutches of the abyss. Time and space lost meaning, until finally, that voice appeared inside my head.
This is not the end, Achilles. Not yet. Find your new path. The line becomes blurrier and blurrier. A smith. Find a smith.
Is this possible? Am I alive? That voice. A smith? It doesn't make any sense. Where am I? How did I get here? I can't be far from Troy. I need to take a look around.
Did you see any Trojans around?
Trojans? I don't recall ever stumbling upon them in these lands. And I have lived here for a very long time. I take care of local necropolises and those who rest within them. People used to pay proper respect to the dead. These shrines, too. They sought strength and solace within them to face the challenges ahead. You should try doing that, too. Reflecting upon one's life can bring meaning to one's death. You look tired and lost. Can I help you somehow?
Show me the way to the walls of Troy. I must get there as quickly as possible.
With the winds on your side, you will have to sail for a couple of days to reach the walls of Troy. Or rather, to what's left of them. 10 years ago, Agamemnon and Menelaus attacked Troy, causing fear and bloodshed to spread all over Greece. They arrived here too, in Mycenae.
No, that's impossible. You're lying.
I am not in the habit of lying to others. I try to help them. Tough times we live in, and mutual aid is now a very precious and rare currency. If I'm not mistaken, somewhere here lives a very skilled smith. He remembers the times of war. I'm certain he will help you find your way in this very difficult moment. He can also take care of your equipment because, as far as I can see, it seems to be past its prime.
Thanks for the advice.
If you really don't remember the last couple of years, Greece may seem different to you, foreign, and you might not recognize your old friends.
Would you look at that? Bold of you to show up in Myrmidon armor. I remember skinning the last one of them years ago. Seems I was wrong. One more traitor still breathing. Seize him, boys, but don't damage his armor. Menelaus will shower us with gold for it.
Get the horse, son!
Not yet. Not yet.
Kill him, bastard!
Madness. Menelaus' soldiers would not touch a Myrmidon. Traitor? What was that marauder on about? That wound doesn't look good. What happened to you?
Bandits. The damn bandits rob everyone walking down this road. They also got me. There. They have a camp in the bush. You're a warrior. Please, you have to stop them.
I will make sure they pay for this.
Your leg's too short to get here, huh? You foolish abomination! Get out of here! Or I'll throw a stone at you again!
That man will sooner fall off these rocks than take care of this thing. I need to help him. Laka. What kind of creature is this?
Thanks be to the gods. I thought that monster would tear me to shreds. Where did you learn how to do this?
A soldier does not forget how to fight. I passed by a destroyed forge along the way.
Do you know what happened to the smith?
Yes, unfortunately I do. My name is Firtas. It so happens that I'm his apprentice. I will tell you everything of how it happened, but I still need your help.
What's the matter?
I need to retrieve my master's old tools. They should be in those ruins not far from here, but the place, it instills me with fear. By the way, I can see that you could use some new equipment. If you bring me these tools, I can teach you a couple tricks of the trade. What do you say?
So be it. I shall look for them.
You're a lifesaver. We will meet near the smithy. But first, I'll make sure there are no maggots around.
There are some symbols on this chest. Maybe I can open it if I find them all. Now I can open the chest. Magic trick is this? I think I can see an entrance to the ruins in the circle. Is this some kind of passage?
You cannot forge that kind of chisel and caliper in all of my cine. Many thanks. If it weren't for you, my master would have surely skinned me alive.
Speaking of your master...
You see, it seems he was kidnapped. A few weeks ago, some people offered him a job. I didn't like them from the very beginning. There was something sinister in their eyes. They tried to persuade him to take the job, but my master is renowned for his high principles. He refused. So, last night, they came here and kidnapped him, put a torch to the smithy, and I couldn't do anything.
Do you know where they could have taken him?
They mentioned a camp in the mountains beyond the bridge and the village. I wanted to go and rescue him, but I thought it would be better if I looked after his things.
It is not safe around here. You are wise to stay here. Do not worry. I shall bring your master back.
Thank you, and take care. These people are dangerous.
I feel resentment and anger coming from you, warrior. You, like me, have been marked by loss.
You're dead. How is it possible that I'm talking to you?
Don't interrupt me while I'm talking. The souls of my soldiers returned. Lost. Devoid of purpose. A destructive force trapped them around 3 faces of fear, on a plain not far from here. Please make the souls of my men leave this world once and for all.
Halt! By the order of Menelaus, the road to Mycenae is closed. Wait a minute. I recognize your armor. You're one of the Myrmidons, am I right? I always dreamed of crossing swords with one of you, and finding out whether what they say about you is true.
I have no time for that, and I have no quarrel with you. I kindly ask you to let me go.
Did I hear you right? You think I'm a weakling? Or maybe you're just a coward. Draw your weapon and face me. Right here and now.
It seems like you leave me no choice.
No warrior has managed to defeat me yet. I hope you won't disappoint me.
The smith must be closed. But when I finally meet him, what shall I say? That some voice ordered me to find him? He'll think I'm mad. Fortunately, I don't have to roll some kind of boulder up this hill.
So, you're the one who's been slaughtering me men like pigs. Tell me what you want, or you'll get an arrow between your eyes.
Supposedly, you and your band hold a Smith prisoner here. Is that right?
That's none of your business, you stray. Besides, he came here in vain. The guy busted himself out, went inside the mountain, and that's the last we saw of him.
In that case, I'll go look for him. Get out of my way, and you shall live to see another day.
You've got balls, I'll give you that. But you're not getting something. There's only one of you, and a whole band of us. Besides, the armor you're wearing looks interesting. Menelaus will pay handsomely for it. And usually I don't like opportunities to pass me by. Kill him! Get the ho-
I think I can see the end of this tunnel.
No! No way! I will not forge these damn swords for you! Am I making myself clear, or do I have to make a drawing for you?
I'm not one of your would-be clients. I came here to save you.
They're strong as a group, but they're a bunch of knuckleheads. Besides, as you can see, I handled them on my own splendidly.
If you don't want my help, let me ask for yours.
That's out of the question. That won't work for anyone. Especially for those who have blood on their hands. And you, to my eye, have a lot of it.
You don't understand.
No, it's you who doesn't understand. I've been forging weapons and armor for years, only for Greece, for some unknown reason, to be drowning in blood. I intend to no longer contribute to human suffering.
So I should inform your apprentice that you're going to stay here.
Virtos? I completely forgot about him. Did you talk to him?
I did. He wanted to find you and save you, but I took him out of it.
You did well. You would have only gotten in trouble.
I already got him out of some trouble. Big and thorny trouble.
get some foolish ideas, but I didn't think he was gonna try and get himself killed. It seems like I have no other choice. It's time to go. These luminous circles are quite useful. I've been seeing them more frequently in the area. Listen, if you need my help, I need to know whether you're not just another glory and loot-seeking brawler. Greece has enough of them already.
How am I supposed to prove that?
In an old temple, not far from here, people have been disappearing. I don't know if they've been kidnapped by some bandits, or if there's a beast lurking in there. I want you to solve that problem.
I am not your errand boy.
And it isn't my duty to help you, until I see that you do something for the common folk.
I'll check that place out. Stay behind. And don't let yourself get captured again.
Don't worry about me. I'll make my way to the smithy shortly. We will see each other there once you're done. Oh, one more thing. When you return, use the shortcut at the end of the pass. Just don't forget to throw the ladder down. The elves who dragged me here said they use it a lot.
Another venture ahead of me. And I have even more questions and fewer answers. The dead rising from their graves. Monsters I've known only from legends prowling the roads. Soldiers under a man whom I trusted want to kill me. And these damned apparitions. It felt like they were looking for me. What are you doing here? What happened to them?
I killed them! Get it? I killed them! That voice made me do it! Keeps piercing my mind like a bloody dagger! I can't take it anymore! You're a stranger here. A stranger in the Lord's home. Your death shall please him!
Left me no choice. I just remembered that. Moments after the deadly strike reached me, I began to plunge into the abyss. I thought I was falling, but I was actually drowning. Drowning surrounded by the cavernous darkness of the water's depths. And even though my lungs were filled with water and my body was overcome by the cold, I did not die. That was quite useful. It's you. We talked at the cemetery. I didn't expect to see you here.
Someone has to take care of these places. Abandoned, full of memories and pain. Times have changed, and death, like life, is worth little more than a handful of ashes. You look quite pale. Are you all right?
No. Not entirely. Lately, I've been seeing some apparitions. They look like they don't belong in this world. Where did they come from?
The apparitions you encounter on your journey are suspended between the kingdoms of the living and of the dead. They must be finding their way here in places where the line between the worlds is thinnest.
Why are they haunting me?
They're looking for souls, who avoided judgment and returned to the world of the living.
Souls? Does that mean I'm dead?
That would explain why you lost your memory, and you can see things others can't.
Not only do I see them, but I can feel more than before. The shrines you mentioned are drawing me toward them, as if I became a part of them.
They connect the world of the living and the underworld. It seems that your soul got split between these two kingdoms, and that's why it is drawn to the shrines.
I don't understand. If I'm dead, why would I return to the living?
It seems you've been given another chance, and there is something important ahead for you to do. I have a piece of advice for you. Try to focus on your goal. That will help you in times of doubt.
Some invisible force is blocking this entrance. I need to focus and spot it like I did with the apparitions before. I can sense a weird energy here. That man must have inhaled too much incense. But what if he was telling the truth?
He was right about one thing. I need to focus.
And my goal is simple. Find my man.
Maybe that Smith saw them. Hopefully he'll answer my questions. He owes me that. I think that's the shortcut the Smith mentioned. I need to throw this ladder down. Now to the ground. A place at the intersection of both worlds. That must be one of the rifts the stranger was talking about. If there's a way to seal it somehow, I need to get inside.
Thank you for bringing back my master safe and sound. Not for 1 second did I doubt you could do it. By the way, he was asking about you. I think you should talk to him.
You came here faster than I expected. Did you manage to put the temple in order?
I got rid of a raid hunting that place. Now it's time for you to answer my questions.
Did you see warriors wearing armor similar to mine anywhere? I was their commander.
Really? You lost your own unit. I admit you're a good leader.
I woke up with a gap in my memory. 10 years after the war broke out. I don't know what I'm doing here, where my men are, and why some fucking voice ordered me to find you. You must think I'm mad, and I don't blame you. I myself no longer believe my own thoughts.
Truth be told, I heard more convincing stories than roadside inns. But I believe you. After the war ended, people said that Menelaus was supposed to take leadership of the Myrmidons. I would talk to him if I were you.
Where will I find him?
Not so fast. As far as I know, he closed his residence shut. Not even a mouse can sneak in. Besides, there are still people around here who need help. And only one of us is a warrior.
What am I supposed to do now?
Lysander, a hunter who brings me hides regularly, is late with his delivery. I hope he's not in some kind of trouble. Check on him. And meanwhile, I'll concoct a way for you to get into Menelaus' residence.
That's everything this... what's his name? Lysander had on him. Just some useless junk.
Wave the blade in front of him, and he'll squeal where he keeps something more valuable. Or at least show us where he hid his daughter.
Hey, someone has sneaked in here.
You blind? Look at his armor. It's one of those... what are they called? Myrmidons.
Myrmidons.
That's what I said. The both of us can cut him up, no problem. Maybe the soldiers will even give us a prize.
You're right. Let's get him.
Get the horse, son!
You've come to pay tribute to me? The Lord of the Roads? Why are you gaping as if you were tongue-tied? Want to end up like this, Hunter?
I don't see no lord here. At most, just a coward, mugging defenseless foe. Release this man.
You scum! I'll order my people to tie you up to a tree and skin you alive.
You mean those thugs guarding the camp entry? I already took care of them.
You did what? Do you know how difficult it is to find a qualified thug nowadays?
I see two ways forward. Release Lysander and I'll forget I ever met you. Or you'll join your comrades. The choice is yours.
Ever since Menelaus closed Mycenae off on the order of that crowned fool, poverty has been rampant everywhere. Everyone is doing what they can to survive.
That doesn't give you the right to prey on others. Release that poor man while I still have some patience left.
You can't tell me what to do, you mutt!
You're safe now. The smith sent me.
My daughter, she ran away from the bandits. Please, you have to help her.
Calm down and tell me exactly what happened.
Like every year before the festival, I went hunting for game in honor of our goddess. Cleote insisted on joining me. We went into the woods and the bandits assaulted us. I shouted for her to run and then I lost sight of her. These woods are full of vicious beasts. Please, oh noble warrior, find her. I'll give you everything I own.
Stay here. I'll bring your daughter back.
Not far from here, I saw signs of a wolf feeding. That's where we separated. Perhaps that's where you should begin your search.
Coyote? Hold on. I'll get you out of there.
No, don't come closer. She's still here, lurking in the dark.
A she-wolf, the woods, brought you to this world. And I'll take you out of it. Come.
You're alone. Where's my daughter? Where's Coyote?
She's dead.
Dead? I don't believe you.
I reached the lair of a she-wolf. I killed the beast, but Coyote's wounds were too severe. There was nothing more I could do.
Tell me. Did she suffer?
She passed away peacefully. She said that it wasn't your fault, and that she loved you.
You took her away, goddess of the hunt. The most precious thing in my life. Why did you take her and not me?
I don't know what it's like to lose a daughter, but I once lost my entire unit. Those were the best men a commander could wish for. The only thing keeping me alive is the goal. A new goal. I turned grief into strength that leads me.
Tell me, what kind of a goal could the father of a deceased daughter fight?
Something terribly wrong is happening in this realm. Help people. Lend them your abilities and your grief. It will lighten with time.
Take these hides, sell them, use them, do whatever you want with them. I don't want to look at them.
These are the hides from Lysander.
Good job. They're fresh and ready for trimming. Why do you seem so down?
During the hunt, Lysander and Coyote were ambushed by bandits. I managed to save him, but his daughter is dead. Fell victim to the wolves. I had a feeling I could save her.
Lysander knew the risks of taking a child hunting, but he still made that decision. If that little birdie was hunted down by the pack, her chances were really slim. You did well. You did what you could, lad. You have to understand that you won't be able to save everyone, especially when people don't exercise due caution. Speaking of caution, Firtos was muttering about some troubles. He's a pick of a lad. I should have left him in that damn army if he's so eager to get into trouble. Help him. And meanwhile, I'll tan these hides and start preparing a... Well, you'll see for yourself.
I heard that you got yourself into some trouble again.
The master sent me to search for a very durable raw material. I asked around and a certain former friend told me I can find it in the ruins near Mycenae. No sooner had I gone inside than a scorpion jumped on me. A huge, ugly one. I barely made it out alive.
Do you always have to wander around ruins and wake huge scorpions up? Where will I find it?
In a rocky canyon near the fishing spot. Surely you'll find it. When you take care of him, bring me a few pieces of its armor. They may come in handy for Master's new project.
You don't understand. That vicious band of yours stood in the way of peace. They didn't listen to anyone but you!
Look around, you fool. Wherever I look, all I see is murder and looting. Is that what you call peace?
These are necessary sacrifices. And when all enemies are dead, a new order will finally reign in Greece!
I used to know Menelaus, who was no stranger to honor. Since Agamemnon has been pouring poison into your ears, you've become a blind servant of his will. A power-hungry monster. Maybe even Helen was nothing more than an excuse to start this hopeless war!
Helen! So that's why you are here. She's mine. She will be mine forever. And you'll die like that Trojan mongrel for whom she wanted to betray me! Squeak, little piggy! Squeak like the myrmidons I burned alive!
I failed you, brothers. Failed you as your commander. May your souls rest in peace. One of the soldiers mentioned something about passage papers and a seal. I need to get them if I want to see Agamemnon. Days, my body started to decay, and consciousness started to leave my exhausted mind. Death and life lost meaning. I might have just as well not existed at all, and maybe that would have been better for everyone. I sealed the reef, but the stranger said there are more of them. I will have to find them. This looks like the private quarters of that son of a bitch. I should take a look around. Is this possible? Helen, you were the first victim of that sick bastard that was trying to save you from Paris, instead of protecting you from your own husband. And even after your death, that brute didn't let you go. Helen, you were the first victim of that sick monster.
Don't even think that I'm gonna let you in. Shove off before I lose my patience.
I have a message from Menelaus.
The papers and the seal look genuine. You have quite decent armor. Are they giving out wands like that now? You can enter.
My head. Again, this weird memory. I remember that I felt someone's presence in the abyss. These beings were circling me with curiosity, observing me but not attacking. What did they want from me? They were dancing around me, whispering their songs, as if I were one of them.
A drunk or a maniac?
What did you say?
You heard me. As soon as you walked in, you fell and lay on the ground for quite a while. I think you're up to something. Guards!
And it was such a smooth sailing.
An intruder! Stop him!
And yet, the rat crawled out of its hole.
For all my life, I've welcomed the rulers of the world within these walls. I didn't think I would live to see the day when the ghosts of the past would start haunting me.
You won't escape the past, no matter how much you wish to.
So, the Oracle was right. She said you'd come back. Did you come to take the crown from me? To have your name written in gold on the pages of history books?
I came to stop the suffering you brought on Greece.
Suffering. I ended the war, razed Troy to the ground, and Greece became the largest power in history.
Greece is drowning in blood! But how would you know? You sealed off the city, only not to see the truth. The truth that you failed as a king and defender of these lands. But even the high walls you built to separate yourself from the world couldn't stop the consequences of your own undoing. And they've come to demand their prize.
Soldiers! Surround him! Kill him!
He flees as cowardly as his brother.
He probably hid in the palace. I need to get there.
Your reign is coming to an end. Right here. Right now.
You think killing me is going to change anything?
I won't bring back the lives lost to a tyranny. But I can ensure that no one else dies on your orders.
Thanks to the decisions and sacrifices I made, Greece expanded its borders like never before. And I'm at its forefront, faced with the same choices I would have made them without any hesitation.
You really don't feel any remorse for what you did. You're a mad monster wearing a crown.
You're a naive child. Haven't you learned that the world is ruled by power and fear? Power and fear. They're eternal, like a name engraved on a rock. They made me the most powerful man in Greece. And you're just a tale from the past, barely remembered by anyone. Come on, you dog. Challenge the King of Kings himself. Reach for the eternal glory or perish forgotten.
Your humanity has already been dead for years. By killing you, I would just be doing a favor to this tormented land. Malaka, what the hell is this?
The one who sowed fear throughout Greece now dies in terror. He's still hesitating, so weak. I will help him. The one who sowed fear throughout Greece has died in terror. Impressive how much fear you yourself can instill. Even though your time in this world should have long ended. Soon we shall meet again, Achilles.
So indeed, he's here.
You again? Are you following me? How did you get here?
That's not relevant right now. Have you also seen that symbol?
Yes, I have. I also heard someone's voice. What the hell was that? And why did it appear over his body?
That's a mark of fear and oppression. Something, or rather, someone, has just manifested their presence in this world. But his servants have been working for a long time. In the old ruins, beyond the pass, kidnappers imprisoned a group of priests. Among them is someone who could prove to be a valuable ally in the fight against the new threat. If you don't manage to free them, the consequences could be irreversible.
Getting there will take me... Who are you?
I'll tell you everything in due time, but we don't have much of it now. Go through the portal and free the priests. Every minute counts.
This is madness! Ah!
See him, boys?
Get him!
Run through the portal! Quick!
Lost on the edge of the world. How familiar.
I recognize your voice. Show yourself!
Your heart beating, but dead. Your name instilled fear in the toughest of warriors. Their presence on the battlefield undermines the morale of whole armies.
Who are you? And what do you want?
Who am I? I'm your admirer, Achilles. I've been closely watching you for a long time, marveling at your deeds. You intrigue me. Fate has given me a chance, and I decided to take it, just like you. Maybe we have more in common than I thought.
Are you hurt?
I have a few bruises and scratches, but I'm alive. Thanks to you. Is it?
It disappeared. At least for now. Come on. We have to go through this portal. It's not safe here.
Very well then. I'll go first, but you have to go right behind me. How good it is to breathe fresh air again. Thank you, Achilles. I owe you my life and the lives of others.
How do you know my name?
I know more about you than you think. My name is Pythia. I served people as an oracle for years. These hooded people. They were the ones who kidnapped us and brought us to these cursed ruins. A long time ago, I saw that being in my vision. How it grows and emerges from an evil, warped heart.
Do these visions always have to be so mysterious? What else did you see?
Alas, that's everything I remember. The vision was brief and vague. To better understand the nature of that being, I'll have to retrieve knowledge from my old temple. If you want to help me with that, let's meet up by the old gate near Mycenae. It leads to the other side of the mountains. And if you know anyone from around here, you should warn them. Dark times are coming.
I will do just that. I'll join you soon. Take care.
Oh, it's just you. I'm not in the right headspace for a chat.
I can see that something's bothering you. Where's Firtos?
Firtos left. Besides, it's none of your business. Tell me what you want.
I wanted to warn you. After Agamemnon's death, a certain being appeared. It's not from this world. It kidnaps priests, and some followers serve it.
Malaka! I could feel it in my bones that your visit to Mycenae could bring trouble. I'm starting to regret helping you. If it's as bad as you say, I'll have to warn the people around. What are you planning to do now?
I need to help the Oracle. We're trying to find out more about this being. What it is, or who, and its plans.
Seems that one problem caused another. Shit. What did you get yourself into this time?
Closed shut. I want to open the gate from this side. Maybe I can find some other passage.
Good to see you, Achilles.
It seems that the old gate is closed, but I managed to find this cave. The entrance to it is blocked by this symbol. I've seen it before.
It's some kind of seal. It beams with a powerful, unknown force.
I'll try to destroy it.
Wait, this problem can't be solved with muscles. Maybe I'll try taking care of it.
Orti, Sindiastige. Ta Horistein. Orti Sindiastige.
Ta horiste. One more time. Focus. Hortis indiastige. Ta horiste.
This seal can't be broken by a mere mortal. Please allow me to help you. When you're ready, go into the cave. An honest discussion awaits us.
Hortis indiastige. Ta horiste. Huh. I didn't fully believe it would work. Well, it seems that the passage is open. Let's go inside.
Wait. It's too risky for you to go with me. If for some reason that creature wanted to hunt you down, it's best not to make it easy for it. Its minions might have intentionally blocked the main gate and set a trap for us in this cave.
In that case, you go first and look for a way to open the gate. If I remember correctly, there were some levers on the other side.
Why did you hide your true nature from me?
Many signs suggest that fear plays a crucial role in current events. That's why you saw me in human form. The process that has started can still be stopped. But to accomplish this, we'll have to trust each other, Achilles. I now have to leave to try and delay the decaying of my kingdom. Stay close to your allies. Their help will prove invaluable in the times to come.
Wait. I don't understand any of this. Now I remember everything. Just when I thought I would spend eternity in the realm of the dead, he appeared. I took his hand, and he pulled me from the deepest depths. Out of all people, he chose me, a mere mortal. I was supposed to set out for a new war, the most important war of my life. My courage combined with the power of Styx was supposed to be the weapon that would give us a chance of winning. And that would save both worlds from the impending doom. What are you doing here?
I realized I couldn't leave you alone with all this mess. From what the Oracle managed to tell me, the situation looks serious.
I can already sense a foreign aura that is weakening me here. I'm afraid the minions of that being have reached these parts. They may have taken over my temple. Make sure it's safe there, Achilles. You will find it near the mountain range. If that being's force corrupted my temple, you'll have to find a way to clear it of its influence.
Before you go, I also would like to ask you for a favor. I need to retrieve a certain old hammer infused with great power. To take on something outside the world of the living, you'll need much better equipment. I can't make any with the crap I have on hand. The hammer is somewhere in the labyrinth, erected on a certain island.
Sounds like a fairy tale. But I've trusted you so far, and I'll trust you now too. How do I get there?
Reach the harbor and embark on a ship, and sail straight ahead east. Surely you'll find it.
I'll look around for that hammer and check the temple. You two should stay behind.
Good luck, Achilles. Hopefully, our joint effort can save Greece.
A shrine. I can rest by it.
You look like a great warrior, stranger. I can see it in your eyes. The scars adorning your body. You were in the army, were you not?
Many years ago, during the Trojan War. But that's an old tale.
So, you were in luck, having experienced the soldier's life. The life of honor. I've lost mine forever.
Tell me your story.
First, I disappointed my brother. Then, my commander. I couldn't save them from death, even though I had the chance. If I hadn't joined Titus' band, everything could have turned out differently.
Ideas?
The son of a bitch who took care of this part of Greece. But in reality, he's nothing more than a murderer. He deserves to die in agony for the crimes he committed. I know that my remorseful words aren't enough, so I'd like to die by the hand of someone like you. It's the only way for me to cleanse the stain on my name. Will you give me a death worthy of a warrior?
If that is your wish, get ready to fight.
I don't wish for anything else.
I managed to retrieve the hammer you told me about.
Well done. I was beginning to doubt whether I hadn't sent you perhaps in vain. Did everything go smoothly?
Besides sharp as knife rocks, the undead, metal statues, and a half-man, half-bull, it was a piece of cake.
I didn't want to torment you with unnecessary details. Anyway, you did a hell of a good job. Harnessing its power is gonna take me some time. One thing done. Now it's time you go visit the temple and see whether it's safe.
Masks. Could they be the source of the temple's corruption? Damn it. They're too high up. Maybe I can reach them with my shield or a dart. Time to take care of the rest. Safe.
Thank you, Achilles. You've freed the place I've been bound to for years, even though a lot has changed here.
The temple was haunted by 2 specters, but I expelled them. I also found some masks with frightening countenances.
The temple was erected in a place where the line between the worlds is very thin. They may have accumulated the energy of these specters, corrupting the place.
I don't care about the masks. The most important thing is that you got rid of those ghosts. And I have a place where I can make your equipment.
Achilles, I'm going to need another thing from you. I need an item infused with that being's power to maintain the integrity of my vision. I remember that one of the kidnappers was wearing a ring with that cursed symbol. I believe it will help us better understand what we're fighting against.
Can you tell me more about the kidnapper?
It was a bold man with a scar and black paint on his face. He frightened those hooded fanatics, so I assume he was their leader. Go look for him in the harbor. There is no shortage of bandits and troublemakers there. Maybe you'll come across his trail.
I will return once I find out something about him.
If I were you, I'd look for that kidnapper in the harbor. It was always full of suspicious people.
You need to help them! They're gonna kill every last one of them! Do you understand?
Calm down. Who's killing whom?
These sons of bitches kidnapped the villagers! They want to murder them! When there was a change of guard, I managed to escape, but the rest weren't so lucky. These madmen are holding them behind the shipyard!
I'll take a look around, and you find some shelter. What happened here?
These hooded cowards came here in a gang. They were shouting some nonsense about fear and a new order to come. I tried my best, but I couldn't save them. I couldn't save my brothers.
You fought bravely. Save your breath.
I'm already dead. Sooner or later, they'll come back here anyway. They have a camp not far from here. Please, avenge my brothers. Avenge me.
Get me that son of a bitch.
Another victim of this pointless conflict. I need to avenge his death.
What do we have here? Another lost lamb? I'll find a place for you too.
Release these people, and I'll let you go and think about your life.
Their time hasn't come. He who is marked is waiting for the Lord's orders. When he receives them, they will play their part. And then everything will begin.
That's enough of this nonsense.
Get him!
They're keeping these people in worse conditions than animals. I need
Get
to
me
release
that
them from these cages.
I don't know how to thank you, stranger.
What were these madmen trying to do with you?
They thought we were priests. They said that they would tie us up to logs and offer us to their lord, and that our souls will serve him for eternity. When they were interrogating me in their hideout, the bold madman with painted face kept talking about him.
Do you remember where exactly that hideout is?
Go along the shore toward that large square, the former site of city gatherings. Near it, there is an entrance to the underground.
Hide with the rest. I'll take care of him.
Well, well, well. A hero that returned. I've heard of you, Achilles. My lord has foreseen that you'd soon pay me a visit. Know that he will surely appreciate your voluntary sacrifice.
Why are you kidnapping people?
I'd most gladly throw them to the lions, but My lord has recognized a potential in them, and in his generosity, let them serve him, even after death. They will join his ranks that are awaiting his sign. And then I, his most loyal servant, shall lead them to war that will drown Greece in blood and fear!
Why are you so certain that it's you who's going to lead them? It just so happens, I also spoke with your lord. He said that he sees similarity between us, and that he admires me.
Admires you? You're lying. Lying like a dog. You want to deprive me of my honor? Only I am worthy enough to sit beside him. And as a token of that, I shall give him your head!
You are too dangerous to let live. The Greek citizens will be relieved when they learn of your death. That ring. I recognize the engravings. Time to bring it to Bithia.
This is the ring. Its owner was the right-hand man of the being we're looking for.
It beams with a powerful force, the same one I felt at the sealed doors. I hope it can help direct my vision. The line between the worlds of the living and the dead is very thin here. I don't know how powerful my vision will be, or what consequences it will bring. Remember everything you're about to hear, and don't get scared.
Voi Christemas, scieston necron. Dos temas di Sophia Sas. Voi Christemas, scieston necron.
My kingdom is crumbling, Achilles. With each moment I stand outside the underworld, I involuntarily cause its collapse. So listen to me carefully. The being we're looking for is named Phobos. He considers himself a god, even though he's a far cry from one. Until recently, he did not have a physical form. He was born in your world as a consequence of the fear that was instilled in people's hearts after the Trojan War. He feeds on it. It gives him strength. I was hoping that your courage would cause him to focus on you, giving us more time to end the crisis. He must have us there somewhere on the line between the worlds. He's ordering his servants from there. They're coming toward us. You must stop them.
Damn it. So, it's time.
Who are you?
There's no time to explain. Take care of them. I'll protect the Oracle. Go face the enemy, Achilles. I'll protect the Oracle. Go face the enemy, Achilles. I'll protect the Oracle. You gave them hell, Achilles, as always. Well done.
You better explain what I just saw.
Well, I wanted to get away from my past, but things turned out differently. You've already met my uncle, Hades. Long ago, I was the patron and god of fire, smiths, and craftspeople. They called me Hephaestus.
And you're only telling me this now?
I just didn't want to be a god anymore. I abused his hammer with my power and hid it far away from everyone. If I had to choose between one evil and another, I'd rather not choose at all. But since the fate of Greece is at stake, I couldn't remain passive.
Help, especially divine help, is now immensely needed.
Dispense with the courtesies. After all, we've known each other for some time now. You better check on the Oracle. I think she's regaining consciousness.
I'm still feeling dizzy. What happened?
Hades spoke through you. He warned me about the enemies that attacked the temple. The smith will explain everything in due time. Now you must rest.
Before the darkness overcame me, I saw something else. I saw them. They were like giant shadows stretching over the horizon. I saw the arrival of the 3 heralds of terror. The first one came from the plains, the second from the sea, the third from the mountains. Flames, plague, and madness trailed behind them. Stop them, Achilles, and bring me something that belongs to them. I believe the power enchanted in such objects will allow me to see where Phobos is hiding.
Time to find those heralds and stop them. Whoever they are.
Blacksmithing is an art that has honed over years. And I had plenty of time to master all its secrets. Trust me.
You butchered my flock. Mortals are weak. However, your poor victory doesn't mean much. Neither the tricks of that witch, nor your weapons, can stop those who've come. In a faraway land, there was once a wise king who devoted his life to seeking revenge for his brother's death. He was so focused on that goal that he brought the dogs of war into his own kingdom. Sounds familiar, right, Achilles? You found my Gorgas. I admit that at first, I had a tough time taming his wild nature. He's infamous for his patience and wants to have more all the time. More and more. Like you used to, Achilles.
This crazy monster won't hurt anyone else.
It seems I underestimated you, Achilles. Your persistence is impressive. Such great passion, such great hatred. I'm beginning to understand. Fate didn't put us on this path by accident. So far, I've seen you as my rival. But maybe we don't have to fight each other. Just think about it. Greece would be at our feet if only you broke away from the shackles of the gods you serve.
I defeated the Heralds of Terror, you saw. I heard Phobos' voice near them. He sounded much stronger than before.
By defeating his chosen ones, you have dealt him a blow. He is weakened, but doesn't let it show.
You think? I have a feeling that whatever I touch, I only make it worse. Many years ago, I tried to end the war. I failed, and if that's not enough, I couldn't save my own soldiers from death. Later, I challenged the one who unleashed that war, when suddenly by a weird twist of fate, Phobos appeared and drowned Greece in chaos before my very eyes.
Greece has been drowning in chaos for many years, Achilles. The appearance of someone like Phobos was only a matter of time, and not your fault. It's normal to feel doubt, but remember this. If it weren't for you, I would have died along with all the other priests. Your courage caused things to turn out differently.
I know one thing for sure. As long as Phobos is alive, peace won't return to Greece.
In that case, we have to do everything we can to expel him from this world, once and for all. I'll examine the things you've brought me, and you should talk to Hephaestus. As far as I know, he has an important task for you.
I heard you have an important task for me.
The enemy you're going to face doesn't come from this world. It has a power mightier at its disposal than all the enemies you've fought so far. For you to have a fighting chance, I need to forge you armor worthy of the gods themselves. However, such work requires extremely rare, raw materials. Supposedly a beast with claws harder than the hardest iron alloy once prowled the area. Material of this grade will be invaluable for my new work.
Where should I look for this beast?
The thing is, I have no idea. You won't do without an expert hunter's help. A large group of refugees from Mycenae arrived recently at the harbor. Possibly you'll find a hunter among them.
In that case, I'm off to find one.
I'm looking for an expert hunter. Do you know someone like that here?
If he was in the last group of refugees, he should be in the village near the swamps. But I'm afraid you're too late.
How come?
People say that a great beast attacked the village. A few defenders faced it, but didn't stand the slightest chance against it. If he managed to survive, it must have been some miracle.
I need to try and find him. Thanks for the information.
Take care. If you believe the rumors, that beast is a true monstrosity.
Lysander? What are you doing here?
After Cleothe's death, I wanted to take my own life. But I met this family. They wouldn't be able to survive in the wilderness on their own for long, so I helped them. When we saw that the yacht gate near Mycenae was open, we went to the harbor and then to this village. However, the war has reached us here too. By the way, what are you doing here?
I need to hunt down a beast whose claws are tougher than iron. Supposedly it's prowling the area.
I saw it running through the locals and charging through the village. These madmen in black robes must have started it. Until now, I thought these creatures existed only in fairy tales. But my eyes did not lie. It was a chimera. Check if anyone in the village managed to survive and bring these people to me. Meanwhile, I'll prepare something that will help you hunt this monster down.
A shrine. I can rest by it.
These madmen are murdering everyone, without exception. Everyone! You understand?
They'll get what they deserve. Find shelter. It's not safe.
Thank you, sir. I'll do exactly that.
That's everyone I managed to find. I'm afraid the rest are dead.
You did what you could. These people and I, we won't forget your sacrifice. People said that the Chimera tried to hide in a cave-in not far from here. You'll need bait to lure it out. Take this bundle. It's fresh lamb coated in pork fat. An aroma like that will surely lure that beast out of the deepest of depths.
Thanks for the help. Try to get to the harbor and flee on the ship going as far away from here as possible. It should be a bit safer there.
All right, we'll do that. Thank you for everything, Achilles. Once again, thank you for everything you did, Achilles. May luck never leave your sight.
I've got the claws of the beast you asked for. They belong to a chimera that terrorized the area. Lysander helped me track it. He made peace with his daughter's dad, and is now helping the refugees.
Deep inside, I believed he would cope with this loss. While you were out, I introduced Pythia to a small project I had on my mind. Give me these claws and wait a minute. That minute lasted longer than I expected. But admittedly, I got a bit rusty. To have a fighting chance against Phobos, you need armor worthy of the gods.
Looks impressive. I sense a weird aura coming from it. What did you use to make it?
I added the rings of Phobos Heralds of Terror. Pythia didn't need them anymore, and I had to infuse the armor with divine power. Without that small detail, you wouldn't be able to even approach Phobos. It's a shame that Furtus isn't here to see this armor. On the other hand, if Hades hadn't taken him to his kingdom, perhaps I wouldn't have helped you at all.
Hades imprisoned Fyrtos? Why didn't you tell me about this sooner?
And what was I supposed to tell you? That the Lord of the world of the dead has taken my apprentice? Hades cares about his own kingdom, and he'll do anything to save it. Most of the gods are like that. He looks out for his own interests. But let's focus on our task. This armor will allow you to face Phobos. Pythia will explain the rest.
Once again, thank you, my friend.
You speak as if you already had one foot in the grave. Go to Pythia and stop wallowing. You have a battle to win.
Good to see you, Achilles. While you were gone, I had another vision. I saw a great battlefield. I saw suffering that overflowed into the underworld and sowed seeds of fear. in the living and the dead, beyond the swamps. On the line between both worlds, I saw it. Phobos' lair.
Then I know where to go now.
Remember, you have to be careful. I'm certain that Phobos has prepared for your arrival.
Thank you, Pythia. For everything. Take care.
May the light never leave your heart, Achilles. Even in this darkest of hours.
I need to find the path to the battlefield, Pythia Soul. That's how I'll get to Phobos. That plane is somewhere beyond the village. I need to get there. Soldier, you can stand at ease. What the...
I thought we were similar, but I was wrong all along. Even beneath these pieces of metal pulled together, your weaknesses can be seen at a glance. You're weak, Achilles. And someone like you dares to challenge me? Pathetic.
Bandits! My brother! I don't want to fight you! I won't! You're just an illusion! You're not here!
Some sacrifices cannot be avoided. I was hoping that a former soldier would understand that.
You don't understand the nature of humans at all. You've greeted countless souls in your kingdom. No wonder you don't feel attached to any of them. I knew each of my men. I fought and bled by their side. Did you say the same thing to Hephaestus when you threw Phyrtus into your kingdom?
My nephew has always been stubborn. He wouldn't forge you the armor you're wearing on his own. I had to properly motivate him.
Spare me the explanations. Why won't you just challenge Phobos to a duel yourself?
Phobos would have never faced me, but you attracted his attention by killing his minions and escaping his traps time and time again. You ridiculed his divinity. Don't let the sacrifice of your men be in vain. Finish what you started, Achilles, and your world as well as mine will be saved.
This time, he'll have the courage to face me.
Don't let your stubbornness blind your sound mind. The armor you're wearing can resist the corrupting power of Phobos, but you yourself have to be extremely careful, Achilles. The enemy will try to enslave you by using various methods. He wants to make a chosen one out of you that will lead his legions to war. If he succeeds, with his cunning and your strength, our worlds will be lost forever. You have to be a fool to challenge me in my own kingdom. But you're not one to give up, Achilles. Even if you know that you're going straight into the mouth of fear. So many lost lives, so much blood spilled, and you're still not learning from your mistakes. Once again, you're blindly following others' orders, even though your story has long since passed.
Until I tear apart your flesh, you monster, my story continues on.
You're calling me a monster? But have you ever seen me kill anyone? You, on the other hand, know only how to kill. Just think about how many sons you've taken from their mothers. How many brothers and sisters you orphaned. You were so focused on getting me that you didn't take a look at your own reflection.
You're a worm preying on others' fears, but your short life is coming to an end now.
You threatened me with death under my own roof. Soon you'll know a fate worse than death. I can promise you that.
I can just as well cast you out of it.
In that case, I'll have to kill you.
Supposedly, hope springs eternal. When it seemed that Phobos would prevail and forever enshroud Greece in a veil of fear. Against him stood he, the bravest of Myrmidons, Achilles. He made peace with the past and accepted his weaknesses. After all, he was only human. With cold iron in hand and the flame of courage in his heart, he descended into Phobos' lair and defeated him. But was it for good? Agamemnon was right about one thing. Fear is eternal. It will always find a way to crawl into our hearts and poison them with doubt. Make our goals unattainable and our fights doomed to fail. Achilles managed to tame his weaknesses. Despite doubt, he found the strength to act. He was supported by his new friends at each stage of his journey. The trust and help of his companions tipped the scales. Greece was saved, and the wounds covering it will heal over time. There was only one matter left. The world of the living was no longer a place for Achilles. Hades, the lord of the dead, will come back for him once he repairs the damage done to his kingdom. Achilles accepted his destiny. However, his legend will inspire future generations.
Overcoming your weaknesses, you managed to stop the process of our worlds blurring together. I knew I made the right choice by choosing you among millions of souls, Achilles.
So I did it. Phobos has been defeated, right?
You exiled him, but fear will never leave the world of the living. It will always find a way to survive and sow doubt in your hearts. However, in your case, it proved very useful. Fearing for the fate of Greece, you demonstrated strength capable of changing the course of events.
What will happen to me now?
Until I bring order to my own kingdom, I won't take you with me. The wounds Phobos inflicted on our worlds will severe, and will be healing for a long time. Use the time I gave you wisely, Achilles. Whether you like it or not, we shall ultimately meet again.